Design thinking, in my perspective, is accessing the creative elements of the mind and implementing a plan of action to execute the designer thoughts. Ultimately, design thinking helps the individual observe practical, creative resolution of problems and issues with the intent to improve future results. In the video assignments, Creative Thinking by Raphael Deluzio, he states there are 7 stages of eureka moments. The first step is to take problems. The second step is to question and research and gather information. The third is to decide when enough is enough. And the fourth is gestation. Hold on to the question, think in metaphors. And the fifth step is eureka moment, the aha moment. And the sixth step is to make the service or the product. And the seventh step is to set it up and test the product and service and welcome criticism. The steps of design thinking gives me the ability to basically think about design thinking, in which I redirect my mind into more of an innovator versus the traditional mindset. I have created a list to achieve a design thinking mind. My first step of achieving the design thinking mind is to brainstorm, utilizing every and anything around me as inspiration. Secondly, I began to narrow my focus of the mind to a minimum of 3 of the master ideas, in which supersede all of the other creative ideas. The third step, I write the master ideas out, and I list the steps and concepts of what needs to be completed to execute the task. Step 4, I select the ideas that appears to be most achievable due to time and financial means. Step 5, implementation. I focus on the various details by creating a business plan, gathering a legal documentation, and branding documentation, such as incorporations, trademarks, patents, things like that, and additional funding opportunities as well. Step 6, execution. I test the product with the target market and evaluate customers' feedback for customer suggestions and approval. As I reflect on design thinking on my business brand, Tada's 360 Productions, life and entrepreneurship coaching, mentoring center, and my mobile application, I have utilized the first 4 steps, and I have to finalize the last 2 steps. I have brainstormed thinking of many ideas over time. However, I began to utilize the second step and narrow my focus to coaching and mentoring, for reasons being this have been a niche I have had all of my life, and I was not aware of such an industry until recently when I began my job at Human Behavior Institute, where I work with youth for intervention and prevention methods for anger management and conflict resolution. Therefore, I began to write all of the steps to creating a coaching and mentoring. I am completely focused on my idea and my brand of helping and assisting people to reach their goals, if it's personal development or entrepreneurial development as well. And I am completely focused on that as my main idea, and that's why I'm with Full Sail University now, to help me to finalize the last 2 steps. Thank you. Artavia Wilson. Bye-bye.